All right, man, we back with another one. Of course, you definitely can tell that it's me starting the video because here's the train again. But today we're gonna we're trying to address some of the stuff that's still wrong with the Evo. In the last video we got it up and running. Since then I've put about 100 miles on it, but currently there are 3 major things that need to be addressed before we decide to go back to tuning with Shinji Tune. So the first thing, if you look here, you probably can't see it that well. Let me get a light on it. See if this. So if you look here, my engine bay is blue. The new coolant that went in the car is, that the Asian light blue coolant color. And for whatever reason, one of the coolant hoses for, I think it's I want to say it's the feed line for the turbo, decided it is going to have some kind of leak or some kind of issue. So if you look right here, that line right there, you can see it's still wet even right now. But that, I don't know if while taking it off it ripped or what happened, but I believe that's where the coolant leak is coming from. So what I'm gonna end up doing actually is taking this old piece of hose. This piece of hose was taken from I don't know if it was the coolant feed or return line from the throttle body, but this ended up being ripped right here. I just sliced it and made it pretty much straight, but it's the perfect size for the to be a new hose for the turbo feed line. And from what I can tell, there's no other damage besides the rippage or whatever you want to call it that happened right here. So that actually made it a perfect candidate, because although it's too short for the throttle body, it's like the perfect size for the turbo feed line. So there's that. Let's see if we can check up underneath the car. And then if you look underneath the car, you can see a wet spot over there. That is oil. So, when I first picked up the car, I knew there was oil level looks fine. Actually, let's go ahead and wipe it off. But I knew there was a oil leak. You could definitely see it in the guy's garage. Like it's the same spot. I mean, once we got up under, you can see that it was leaking from the oil drain bolt, and I think it's just because the oil drain bolt doesn't have the crush washer that's supposed to go there. So a lot of people are, it's hit or miss for a lot of cars whether or not that actually, causing an issue. My old STI, I ended up using a crush washer over and over again and never had any oil leak problems. But this car doesn't have the crush washer at all, so it's a slow leak. It still has, good oil levels, which leads me to believe that it's only whenever the car is like often sitting. It's been sitting overnight, probably about 14 hours, and it's not that big of a deal. But we're gonna address that. It's not an issue, but I wanted to crack open this valve cover and then re-torque or check the torque of all of the ARP head studs. So that's probably gonna happen later today after we do a boost leak test. So right now I'm on my way to boosted performance, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and have the guys over there just kind of check to make sure this thing doesn't have any boost leaks before going back to tests, because since I've been driving the car for the last 100 miles, I've had 2 boost couplers pop off. Scared the shit out of me. Just a loud pop, and then the car just doesn't respond, but the AFRs go super rich, like 10.0. So I knew for sure it was something. But I tightened both of those couplers, and now I'm hoping that once we get to these guys and they, you know, pressurize the system, that we can make sure we don't hear any like hissing or anything from another loose connection. So with all that being said, man, let me just put y'all down and go ahead and give y'all a nice little cold start. Has the latest tune that Shinji gave to me. Sent the revision right after it blew up, probably like a day or two, because he didn't know it blew up. But yeah, that revision is pretty nice. I think boost, I think it fell already. That's annoying. I hear it dragging already. But that revision has boost ramp in faster, and then we're at max boost for longer. That is so annoying, man. Let's see if I can make it here and jump out really quickly. Nope. But yeah, man. Whoa, there's my fender liner. The whole fender liner got dragged off. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna need that back because I don't want like salt and shit to just sit in the fender. That's how you rush shit out. Let's go back forward, because I need that back. I don't want salt and all types of crap to sit in here. I cannot believe that just ripped out like that. It's funny because that's the fender liner that's been quote unquote behaving. Like I haven't needed to readjust it a bunch of times, but apparently now I do. Somewhere right here. Great. Did somebody car carry it off? I think somebody car carried it off. Fucking gone. So I don't even know if you guys can still see me, but it's like a oil change shop that's right there, like quick lube, whatever you want to call it. And my guys pulled it out of the street and threw it in the trash because they think it's bad. But you know, looking at the fender liner, it's not that bad. It's like all the eye holes and stuff are still intact, so I could just, you know, run bolts through it again and reconnect it. The front of it is messed up, obviously, since it's been riding on the tire, but it's fine. Yeah, so the tune, this latest revision, it's been driving pretty well. Oh, I was talking about the boost. The boost ramps in faster, like there's a lot steeper curve, and then it gets to max, like it holds max boost for you know, longer. I think there's like a couple of degrees timing taken out, and then it around like $4,000 or something that's supposed to hit like max target boost. So we should be, you know, we should be moving once we verify everything, and you know, we don't have any boost leaks or anything like that. So before the couplers blew off, vacuum was only like it was like 16 atmospheres, which I, you know, when I was watching it, I'm like, man, that I don't remember it being that like that high. I thought it was like 18, 20. And then we went to a meet. Me and my girlfriend went to a meet yesterday, and on the way back from that meet, I just gave it a little bit just to see how the car will react. And you hear a loud pop. It's almost like the, I don't know if you ever did it when you were a kid, but you put your thumb in here, I mean your finger in here. It sounded exactly like that, and then the car just would not respond to anything. I'm giving it gas. It like acts like it wants to go, and then the gas doesn't do anything. And I'm looking at the AFRs and they're 10-0 and just sitting there. I'm like, oh my gosh, another head gasket just blew. But I didn't see any smoke, so you know, I'm confused. I go out there and I'm checking everything. I'm like, maybe the coupler for the turbo blew off or something, because you know, I thought when I was putting it on, I thought it was going on kind of finicky, but that thing was like airtight as far as I could tell. I'm just looking and looking. I'm like, something is not right. I look up under the car and you can see the coupler, or the connection between the not the down pipe, but the turbo J pipe going to the intercooler. You can see both of them just hanging like this. So easy fix. As soon as I did that, car started right back up. Didn't sound weird or anything like that. AFRs went back to running fine, and then you know, I went on about my day. And then later on that day, just driving around, and on the freeway this time, just gave it a little bit. I don't even think it really got it to boost, but as it was climbing, it just pow, super loud explosion. And this time it was the coupler to like some part of the intercooler intake piping, like one of those connections blew off. That one was easy to spot. So I mean, other than those two things, man, this thing has been, well, that and the leaks, this thing has been pretty good. Funny thing enough though, oh yeah, see, look, we're at 18 atmospheres right now. But funnily enough, talking with Andy over at A-Star, and he was like, man, these things leak all over the place. Like, that's just the 4G nature. And you know, coming from a guy with 20+ years of experience, hey, look, I don't think he lied. When I got this car, it was oil and gunk and everything everywhere. Here we are in my boosted, man. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. All right, hopefully you guys can hear. So we just left the boys at In My Boosted, man. Appreciate all the work they've done on this car and on the Mustang. But we pretty much left with a clean bill of health. The coolant leak is the smallest pinhole leak I've ever seen. Like, it's so small you can't see it, but it leaks so much. And it is so annoying. I'm gonna end up inserting a clip right here, probably from my phone, but it is such a pain in the ass to get any type of leak like that. We'll end up just throwing this piece of hose on there. This is a piece of hose that I took. I was thinking about whether or not I should, do it while we're there, but skip it. So we pressurized the cooler system, found that leak. Good thing, that's the only leak, so replace that and then we should be good. We also pressurized pretty much the rest of the engine, the actual air intake, and didn't really find any leaks, man. The only leak that we had, or kind of sort of a leak, is from the bitch screw, which is just for idle adjustments and things like that. So it's gonna have a little bit of escaping through that area. So, you know, I guess hitting Jinx yesterday kind of helped me find a couple of leaks that I did end up having, and you know, that means, you know, we're good. Oh, also we found the issue with the fog light. There's a break in the connection, possibly like right as the harness from the fog light comes down. So fingers crossed I can, you know, pull that light out again, you know, strip the, that's a random bike tire. Anyway, hopefully I can just pull that off and strip that harness back a little bit, and then I can see, you know, like a pinch connection or something along those lines that can just easily be, you know, butt crimp connected together, whatever you want to call it, and then it just wrap that whole section up. So we definitely got our work cut out for us. This is probably all going to be in a different video because actually, I don't know. This might all be the same video. We'll figure it out. Apparently, I don't know how to keep a clean garage or keep it closed. Let's see what this weird noise that's being made is. Oh, of course it stops once I'm over here. Yeah, you're annoying. You want to give me a heart attack, that's what it is. Oh, there it is. Alright, so as you probably heard right there, there's like some weird chatter, intermittent chatter. It sounded like it was coming from the valve cover, so I think I'm definitely gonna pull the valve cover, just double check that. Put this here. It's already got like, oh, this stuff all on it. What is this stuff on? I'm gonna have to unscrew this catch can. I'm gonna unscrew this connection. Here we go. Okay. Do it like that. And I don't think I'm seeing anything crazy. Turn the flashlight on. Not really. Feels about right. So this and ARP said to listen this all the way. ARP, if I remember correctly, said to torque these to 80 because 80 is the factory spec. Come all the way back. Make sure this thing is good to go. It's I don't think it really matters that much. I think started with this one. No, I definitely ended with this though. I'm gonna start up top. Cool. Now you stop being a bastard. Cool. So 1, 2. This is in a manual, so I'm gonna kind of take more of this for word. So 1, 2, right here. Four. Is fucking terrible. Oh, I forgot about it that quick. Damn it. I like how I had to put that damn gasket maker and it didn't even do what it was supposed to do. Fuck my arm. It's like, I haven't been to the gym in forever, so that was like the ultimate arm workout. So, we are good, I think. We're definitely good over here. There's no gasket jutting out over here. We're good over here. All right, cool. Head studs, retort. They weren't, in my opinion, they weren't that far out of spec, quote unquote. So that's pretty good. That means we did pretty good the first time around, and that time was probably unnecessary. And just like that, in the span of, what time is it? Probably like an hour. That's open, retort, and close. So we're good on that. So I think the next thing that we should try to do is figure that out. All right, so just had to check something really quickly. Yeah, this is gonna be kind of annoying, but I'm gonna remove this end actually first to see it. Is it also leaking there? There was only the one, so I'm gonna assume that that is all there purely because of the other leak. I think I hate these clamps with like a serious passion. I don't know why they're like split clamps. I don't know like what's the philosophy behind having two pieces that you need to grab onto. I don't know if it provides better clamping force or what, but I'm not a fan. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, where is that coming from? Oh, fucking out of here. I'm gonna do this. That is annoying. Fit. Do you fit? Indeed, you fit. Okay, cool. This fits on there perfectly fine. This. Come on. Oh, that's where it went actually. Oh God, one clamp right there, this clamp right here. But I thought the first silver clamp went over here. This is that new one. I'm just gonna use it. Nervous about this because this hose isn't quite the same size as this one, but this one I think is swelled from having coolant in it over time, so maybe it'll swell up. I'm not sure. But yeah, this and there's the culprit right there. So that's our problem child. Hopefully you guys can, I don't know, see that pretty well. But that's the issue. So let's see. I mean, it's tight enough that it's not coming off, so fingers crossed it's fine. So let's get a microfiber. Skip it. Let's get a new one. Have them floating around here all over the place. Wipe off this turbo inlet just in case we got any coolant in here. I hope this doesn't have any issues. Like, I hope this is fine, because I don't want to piss coolant everywhere. Just driving down the road. Hopefully it swells up and like fills out this area, because it is another like this came from the, I think, coolant feed or return from the throttle body. So I mean, it had coolant running through it at one point, so hopefully it's fine. Do that. I'm gonna reinsert this so I don't put so I don't get coolant or MAF cleaner inside of the compressor housing. Out the way. Move this. Also, we're just gonna roll the car off the garage because we're gonna hit it with an engine degreaser and water. You didn't see that. Once again, benefits of a manual car. And now, in the light, we can see just how bad this thing is. That shit is everywhere. Definitely gonna be water spots, but I'll take that over coolant spots. That way I can tell whenever it's leaking new shit. Oh, just keep that right there. I think I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. Did you? That thing came out hand tight. I'm so glad that the vibrations didn't like completely blow apart. It's gonna be done, but just wanted to show the importance of doing that first oil change after, you know, installing with the ARP stuff. This is all that ARP, assembly lube, chromoly, whatever you want to call it. Well, not chromoly, but the moly lube. It just all came, pretty much like, came out the bottom. So this is after running for probably about 150 miles. Look at how much crud is just in there. So I don't even want to know what's in the actual filters, but you know, it looked pretty good inside of there when we took the valve cover off. So, you know, everything's pretty good. And then also I wanted to show that we have this. This is the remote oil filter mounting line that I just ran up and like tied off with the brake line. Don't have it like super hard zip tied because these are still like soft lines. Then I have it, see if I can bring this down so like this, and then it's just up in here, zip tied to the OEM boost reference line, and the sensor line is also zip tied into that. So, you know, I think for today, retorqued head stud, or checked and retorqued head studs. Got the coolant issue fixed, did an oil change. Now the last thing is to go through the wiring and figure out, you know, what's going on with the fog light. Why is it having some sort of issue with, oh look at that, that's probably from one of my ratcheting wrenches. Actually it's probably from this one, from this 14. Yeah, it fits. It's crazy that that whole ordeal happened when I was trying to pull out the head stud, not the head studs, the exhaust studs from the manifold. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna do a separate video for the electrical stuff because it is annoying to kind of deal with all that. But who knows? For right now, since the camera's running out, I'm just gonna wrap up all this stuff, and then I don't know who's to say what I do next. So I'll check back with y'all.